They said Theodore Armstrong fondly called Theo was strange. Not in a cruel way, just different. He was a weary boy with bright eyes that blinked too fast when he was thinking and a grin that always seemed one step ahead of the joke. But most curious of all, Theo saw birds floating, flapping, shimmering birds above people's heads. No one else could see them, not even his mum. "Oh Theo, you and your imagination," she'd laugh, scrubbing carrots in the sink. But they were real to him. He saw them every day. Good people had doves, warm and soft, cooing in circles around their heads. Nervous folks had fluttering sparrows. And liars? Black crows with tattered wings. But the worst ones, the truly dangerous ones, had glass ravens, sharp, still, silent. Their wings didn't flap, they hovered like blades in the air. When they turned their heads, it made a sound like ice cracking. One afternoon, news thundered through Windlebrook like a drumbeat. The Queen is coming to visit. The Queen! Our Queen! She would pass through their village on her way to a royal ceremony in Westbridge, and the whole town was to gather for a grand welcome. Theo's school was chosen to sing for her. On the day, bunting flapped in the breeze. The cobbled streets were scrubbed till they shone. Theo wore his best green jumper and stood with his choir, heart thudding, eyes wide. He scanned the crowd, amused by the birds flitting about. A teacher had 3 fluttering pigeons, harmless. A shopkeeper had a magpie, cheeky and sly. But then he saw it. A tall man near the Queen's carriage. Dark coat, clean shaven, standing to still. And above his head, a glass raven. It hovered, watching, unmoving, reflecting the world like a broken mirror. Theo's chest tightened. He whispered to his music teacher, "That man has a glass raven." "Excuse me?" She blinked, confused. "He's going to hurt the Queen. I can see it." But she brushed him off. So Theo stepped forward, past his classmates, past the crowd, straight toward the Queen's carriage. "Wait!" shouted a guard. But the Queen, elegant and smiling, tilted her head. "Let the boy speak." Theo pointed to the tall man. "He's not who he says he is. There's danger in his head. It's made of glass and wings." The Queen narrowed her eyes. The man tried to slip away. Too late. The guards pounced, tearing open his coat. Inside, a thin, gleaming blade tucked behind a ceremonial scroll. Not just any blade, a royal dagger, stolen long ago. The man had planned to strike during the anthem. Silently, fatally. Instead, he was dragged away in cuffs. The Queen stepped down, her heels clicking on the cobblestones. She looked Theo dead in the eye and asked, "What are you, young man?" He shrugged. "I just see things. Birds mostly." She chuckled. "How very British of you."
The very next day, Theo was summoned to the palace. Not invited, summoned. He was given a room in the royal wing, painted with clouds and birds, of course. His title, the Whisperwatcher. His job, attend every royal meeting, every court, every council, sit quietly, observe, and report the birds. And what of his family? Oh, they didn't stay behind. His mum became the Queen's kitchen consultant, introducing sticky toffee pudding Wednesdays. His dad became the official clockwinder for the entire East Wing. Even their cat, Crumpet, was given a velvet pillow and an honorary knighthood, Sir Crumpet of Windlebrook. But Theo, he remained that same odd boy, grinning, watching, and always keeping an eye on the sky. So if you ever see a child staring just above your head, eyes squinting at nothing, don't wave it off. Don't call it imagination, because there may just be a glass raven hovering behind your smile. And so Theo Armstrong, the boy who saw birds no one else could see, lived between royalty and wonder, not as a prince of titles, but as a guardian of truth. They say he still walks the palace gardens at dawn, barefoot, whispering to doves and watching for ravens of glass. Because heroes don't always wear crowns. Sometimes, they just see a little more than the rest of us. And now, child, before the embers fade and the night steals back its silence, allow me to share with you a different kind of tale. A tale not of palaces and queens, of drums and shadows, and the quiet voices of the dead. And so, in the heart of a kingdom where truth often wears masks, it was the boy from Windlebrook, Theo Armstrong, who saw what others could not. Not with his eyes, but with his gift. A gift no one understood but all came to respect. To this day, some say Theo still walks the palace halls, quietly watching, while birds invisible to the world circle above our heads, revealing more about us than we dare to admit. So next time you lie, be careful. He may be near. And the glass raven, it never forgets. But now, gather close and hush your thoughts, because in the next tale from Folktales of Many Tribes, we travel far from Windlebrook, across the misty lochs of Scotland, to a hidden isle where drums are heard beneath the ground, drums that wake the dead. It is the story of a boy who played a forbidden rhythm and summoned spirits that had been silent for centuries. The drummer who summoned the dead is coming. So remember to light a candle, hold your breath, and listen, because some stories aren't just told, they wake up when you do.